All right, we're going to begin going over fluency for today. So your question says Amber bought a book for $5.49 and a game for $10.98. She paid with a $20 bill. How much change did Amber receive? So here it's telling us that Amber bought this book. So she's buying it. Not only did she buy a book, but she also bought a game. So when you're buying two items, we need to figure out how much Amber has spent on these two items. So we're going to start by adding those together. However, that's not our last step that we need to do. It's telling us that she paid with a $20 bill. We're looking for the change that she's going to get back from the clerk or the person that she went to ring out with or check out with. That person is going to be giving her money back. That's our end goal to figure out how much change she will be getting back from that clerk. That's our goal to figure it out, okay? So to figure that out, like I said earlier, we need to determine how much she spent on the items, the game, and the book together. So to figure out, to combine those, we have to add them up. So when you're adding decimals, you can make sure that the bigger of the numbers, goes on top, just to keep it easier for you to line up the digits and the decimals, because that's the most important rule to make sure you're doing when you're adding decimals, is to line up the digits and the decimal points. So I put my decimal point, and for the $5.49, the 5 is in the 1 spot, the 4 is in the 10th spot, and the 9 is in the 100th spot. And that's the same thing for the 9 and the 8. The 9 is in the tenths, the 8 is in the hundredths for $10.98. So that means I've lined up my digits, my decimals are lined up, and once I've done that, I can drop it like it's hot and drop my decimal point straight down. Okay? And then I can begin to add. 9 plus 8 is 17. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 4 is 14. Bring up the 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 5 is 5. And then there could be a 0 here, so if you feel comfortable sliding a 0 there, you can for a placeholder. 1 plus 0 is 1. So Amber spent $15.47 at the store, but we want to know how much change she's going to be getting back. So you go up to the clerk, you hand them a $20 bill because they told you that you got to pay for $15.47 for both the items you're about to buy. You're going to get money back because you're giving them more money than what you spent. So you have to figure out what's the difference between those the amount you're giving and the amount you spent at the store. So in this case, Amber is going to be subtracting $20. And hopefully you remember when we have a whole number with and add a decimal point, it always goes after the number. And then we place our 2 zeros, and you can always add more if you need. You don't have to just do 2, but 2 is that comfort amount. Then we said we were subtracting, and then what you want to make sure you do when subtracting decimals is line up your decimal point. And once you've lined up your decimal point, now you're looking at $15.47, and you're lining up your place values. So you have your 1 in the 10 spot, so I'm going to put my 1 in the 10 spot. You have your 5 in the 1 spot, so you're going to put your 5 in the 1 spot. You have your 4 in the 10th spot, so you're putting the 4 in the 10th spot. And you have your 7 in the 100th spot, so you're going to put the 7 in the 100th spot. Okay? And now what you're going to do is you're going to begin subtracting. But before you begin subtracting, you got to make sure you drop your decimal down like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot, or line it up. Okay? 0 minus 7, you cannot do. However, you cannot take from this 0, so you have to keep going. You can't take from this 0, so you have to keep going until you get to a whole number. So you're technically going to be taking from this 2. This 2 is now going to become a 1. Okay, so I'm going to put a 1 in the 2 spot. And then that 0 now becomes a 9, because it was a 10, but remember, you're taking away from it to make that the 100th spot 0 a 10. So we're going to make this a 9 because I'm taking away from from it to make this 0 in the 100th spot a 10. So 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 minus 4 is 5. 9 minus 5 is 4. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So you could put a 0 there if you wanted, but really you can say $4.53 is how much Amber's going to get back. So in my insert answer here, I'm double clicking and saying Amber will receive $4.53. Okay, now I know I did all my work over here, but remember on the left side of our PowerPoint, we have some more workspace if you need, and you need more space. You can do your addition over here and your subtraction over here. And the video that I'm recording right now, if you scroll over, it's going to be on this side of the PowerPoint, and you can hit play and do it with me on your slides. Okay, so if you have any questions, please contact me and I'll be glad to help you.